One of the major reasons why students take a little time to develop skills in programming logic is because till almost their professional course like BCA, engineering, MCA, they're never forced to think in their life. So far, education has just been learn by heart, reproduce in the exam, get 90, 95 and get really excited with those marks. But once you join a professional course which takes you to a job, it's not your memory test, it is how well you understand a subject and how well you are able to apply what you have studied to solve real world problems. So, in order to switch on the student's mind, to be able to think and switch off the learn by heart or learning by memorizing, let's all put our thinking caps on. I shall give you two riddles or puzzles, also known as lateral thinking puzzles. These will really help you to think. One of the things with these lateral thinking puzzles is there is no really right answer. But once I give you the answer, you will be convinced that it is one of the best possible answers. So let's talk about the first problem faced by a gentleman. There is a building which has a ground floor. Above the ground floor, it has 5 levels of car parking. And after the 5 levels of car parking, it has 37 floors of apartment. To our misfortune, one of our friend stays on the 37th floor. He goes to work every morning at 8 o'clock and returns generally by 5 in the evening. While coming down from the 37th floor to the ground floor, he has to use the elevator. You can't expect people to climb down that long of a staircase. So he takes the elevator down to the ground floor and he goes to work. Sometimes he's required to stay late in office. He sometimes comes at 10 or 11. When he comes back, he's able to only take the elevator till the 28th floor, and then for the next 2 floors he has to climb the staircase and then go to his apartment. Although he dislikes this, but he's left with no choice but to take the staircase and go. To further put you into a little bit of confusion, when he is with a friend, even if it is late night, he is able to go all the way till the 37th floor. Or suppose it is raining that day, then also he is able to go up to the 37th floor. But otherwise, if he comes late, he is almost left with no choice but to just get down at the 28th floor and walk 2 flights of steps up to reach his apartment. Now, let me tell you one thing, this person is not doing it for exercise. In fact, he hates climbing the steps. It's a nightmare for him to climb the steps, but still he is forced to do it. I want you to now pause the video at this point of time. Spend maybe the next few minutes. Think, write down the reasons, okay? And think, why is he doing this odd behavior of taking the staircase from the 28th floor when he comes back late from office? And he doesn't have that problem when it is raining or when he's accompanied by a friend. So that is your first puzzle or your riddle or your lateral thinking puzzle. So pause, think over it, and at the end I'll give you a hint. Now next, what happens is, we happen to look at the death certificate of a person. It says he is 72 years. But the funny thing is, this person was born in 1942 and passed away or died in 1950. But still his death certificate says 72 years. Again, I would hit the pause button, spend the next few minutes, try to think what could be the reason. Okay, now let me try to give you an answer to the first problem. So if you look at the first problem, this is how the elevator or the lift buttons are going to look like. I told you there is a ground floor, 5 levels of parking, and after that you have till the 37th floor you have apartments starting from 6th floor, 7th floor and so on. Our friend lives on the 37th floor. Now you may be wondering, Why he has to climb after the 28th floor? The reason is this person is a dwarf, DWARF. That means he's a person of very short height. So what happens is when he's coming from top to bottom, he can easily reach G. He presses the G button and is able to go to office. Now when his friend is there, he can tell his friend press the 37th button and is able to go to 37. Or the day it is raining, he has an umbrella. So using the umbrella, he is able to press 37. But on normal days, he forgets to take the umbrella. So when he comes back late, his hand only reaches till 28th. So he presses 28th and from 28th, he takes the staircase and goes up to 37. So this is probably the most convincing reason why he is doing this odd behavior. Now, the second puzzle. Okay, let's try to give you an answer to the second puzzle. You may have thought, how the hell is it possible that somebody is born in 42, dies in 50 and his age is 72? You are actually overthinking. It is very simple. Nothing says that this 1942, 1950 are years. Anywhere it said year? No. 1942 could be the room number of the hospital he was born in, and 1950 could be the room number of the hospital he died. One answer. Or 1942 could be the bus number he was born in, and 1950 could be the hospital room number he died in. So somehow don't overstretch your mind. Always think a little differently. If you are able to just even think, forget getting answers to this. Not a problem at all. If you are able to think, then you are perfectly on the right track, and you will find programming logic to be one of the most fun and most easiest concepts to learn. So with that, from the next session onwards, I will talk about the algorithmic approach to find the sum of two numbers using algorithms. Until then, goodbye.